What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Hot Rod Hangout YouTube channel. Today we're getting ready. We're going to head over to Inglis, Florida, Scooter Haven for the Spring Fling, little local show. We've never been. We don't really know what to expect. All we know is they said it's a rat rod show, and Michelangelo kind of fits that. So we're going to go check it out. Come along for the ride.
One, two, three.
Beautiful nightmare. We'll wake up eventually, right? What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to hop on here real quick, say thank y'all again for all the support. Make sure you keep on like, comment, and subscribing. Share it with some friends. Let's see how big we can make this. We're getting ready to head out to lunch. We're meeting mom and dad. So we're cruising the 54, Michelangelo. We're going to meet them in their 34 little pickup truck. But we got a little passenger today. Larry the Lizard has decided that he's at least going to take the road trip down our road. I don't know when he'll hop off, but here's some pictures. All right, guys, so we're back from the car show. Seen those clips earlier. Polishing up some valve covers that were on the C10's motor that's eventually going to make it onto the Model A Envy's motor. And then we'll polish up the ones that were going on Envy's motor for that motor for whatever project that's going to go in, which will remain to be seen. May go in Michelangelo, may go in something different. We'll just have to see. So come along and let's polish up some valve covers. So it had a gasket on it, and they took that whole used gasket maker excessively to a whole nother level. So we got most of the cork off, but we got to get this RTV gasket maker, right stuff, whatever you want to call it, off. So behind the scenes, we already did one. This worked on the other one, so we're going to do it on this one as well. Spray a little brake cleaner. Make sure when you're using real brake cleaner that you're in a well ventilated area. And these will get cleaned and repolished before they actually make it on the motor for final assembly. So for right now, we're just trying to get the heavy off. That way, you know, obviously, if you look at it, there's still more to do. We can go in with a wire brush or something on this surface just to get it where, you know, clean it up the best we can with what we have right now. I'll go on there with like a little Dremel or something with a Scotch-Brite pad on the whiz wheel or whatever, and we'll get that handled. Most of this is just like oil and grease and nastiness, so Throw a little brake cleaner on it, and again, we're just going off of what worked on the other one. Trying to get the heavy dirt off. We're gonna end up sanding them anyway, so, but the more grease and grime you get off, the less grease and grime that's gonna clog up your sanding wheels. So just clean them up the best we can, and then we'll start sanding them and doing the best we can to get them looking like the other one. We're not looking for perfection. If you were trying to do this for a high-end build, you would spend quite a bit more time than we're gonna spend sanding. Basically, we're just gonna get the heavy scratches and oxidation off, and then we're gonna polish it up and kind of make it look the best we can without spending, you know, this whole video, a whole week, trying to polish this. Because at the end of the day, it's going on a hood rat hot rod. It's not going on your $250,000 Riddler or Amber or any of those other fancy car shows that none of our cars will probably ever get to park inside at. So we're gonna start with 600. We're gonna sand all of it except for the top. We're gonna go to 800, same thing. And then we're gonna go to 1,000 to finish it off. And hopefully that'll get it smooth, get all the oxidation off, and then we'll start polishing. So as you can see, that didn't take all of it off. If we were going for more of a show finish, we would go down or up. We'd go down in number to get more aggressive. I am gonna take, because these grooves look like garbage. Actually, the side looks like garbage. So I'm gonna get a piece of the Scotch-Brite and I'm gonna try to go in and do this, because this is the top side of the valve cover. So this is what's gonna be pointed at the top of the motor. So we're gonna do that, Scotch-Brite, and then I'll probably go down to one down from this and we'll redo that again. And hopefully get some of this uckus off.
Uckus.
It's the technical term. Again, if these were show valve cover or trying to make show polish, you wouldn't be using a razor blade to scrape the severely overwhelming use of gasket material. I don't even really know how they got gasket material up there. That looks better. All right, so we got a new 600. We got a 400. So now we're gonna do the whole thing in 400. Then we'll have to redo the 6, and then 8, and then 1,000, and hopefully that'll make it be beautiful. And then we can polish it up, and hopefully it looks good enough. So we're gonna do 1,000, but I'm only gonna, instead of, I was using one piece for the whole thing, we're gonna do 1,000 on the one side and an end. We're switched to a new 1,000 because I think that was part of the issue on the other one, was we tried to do too much with one pad. So let's see if I'm right. So this is the finished product for the sides. Turned out pretty good. That side didn't turn out that good. Just kidding. But again, these aren't going, we weren't trying to restore them back to their brilliance. You know, the Model A is kind of like a grungy build. It's got a little bit of shiny, a little bit of raw, you know, a little bit of sweat, whole lot of sweat. It's hot down here in Florida. But so we weren't trying to restore them back to exactly, but we're also not trying to pay $200 or $250 for a brand new set of them. So this is just another example of using what you have, making do. Will they look good? Yes. Could we have went and bought brand new ones and they would have looked better? Probably. Would it have fit what we were trying to do? Probably not. So that's why we decided to go this way. So let's get the top done. All right, so we're doing the same 6/8 1000 that we did on the sides. And then we'll polish her up and see how she looks. All right, change plans. We're gonna do 4 6/8 1000. All right, guys and gals, this is gonna be the first stop along the way. The motor's still not in the car, but I do want to get valve covers back on the motor to keep stuff from getting in the heads. So we're gonna go ahead and throw them on in this shape. While we're getting the motor, or getting the car ready to take the motor, I'm gonna set up my bench grinder. There is a better way to polish these other than trying to use a DA buffer. Again, just using what we got access to right now. Eventually I'll put one of the wool pads on my bench grinder and make like a bench polisher out of it. And then I'll go over them one good time when the motor is done and we're not fingering the valve covers anymore. So with that being said, guys, make sure you go like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, get out, drive your shit. Later.